Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about the very important subject of self-employment in Canada. So what is self-employment, how does it get taxed, and what are the roles and responsibilities for a self-employed person? Also, what are the deduction and the deadlines for the self-employed people in Canada? We're all going to talk about in this video. So stay tuned. So what is self-employment in Canada? Self-employed means that you have taken the matters in your hands. You don't want to be an employee of anybody else. So if you want to be a freelancer and have a contract and you do provide services by yourself, not in corporate business, then you're called a self-employed person in Canada, and any income that you may get taxed personally to you. Self-employment could be a most expensive way of doing business in Canada, where you are also an employee and employer of yours. Then you need to make two contributions for CPP, was first as an employee and as an employer. So if you make over the threshold amount, which is $65,000, so you need to make a contribution as an employee and as an employer as well. So it's over $7,800 a year in addition to the income tax. But there's a great advantage of having to be able to deduct many expenses that are not available to employees, but available to the self-employed person in Canada. We're going to talk about in this video in detail. So when you earn money or earn revenue as a self-employed person in Canada, there are many deductions that you can avail, and most common are that we're going to discuss right now, that use of your home office. So if you use your home office as in your place to earn business income, so you can deduct the usage of the house, including the rent you pay outside, or if you own the house, you can actually have mortgage interest or property tax, utility bill, internet, and you can calculate the portion of the house that you use to earn the business income. You can deduct the expenses accordingly against your self-employment income. Another common expenses is your use of your vehicle. So if you have primarily using your vehicle for your business, you can either buy through your business, or if you use your personal vehicle, so you should be able to jot down and have a log of the kilometers that you drive for your business, that you can claim that against your business income when you're self-employed. And similarly, you can have the advertisement, promotion expenses, and if you have any professional development that you actually need to incur on yourself to be able to earn business income, you can deduct that as well. Professional development, and if you're a member of any education society, and that the membership fee and the related insurance and the professional development expenses, you can do that. And another deduction, like if you buy any supplies for your work, like papers, if you printer, computers, or any other supply that you use for earning your business income, that you can actually claim against that. And also the insurance, health insurance premium that you pay as an employee from your business, then you can also avail that as well. So as you see, though the self-employment could be expensive, but there is an enormous opportunity to reduce it and write off all the expenses that we talked about against your income to optimize your taxes as a self-employed person. And also you should be taking care about the deadlines, and you being responsible for maintaining records and tracking all your receipts as well. So if you're self-employed, it's your responsibility to track all the expenses that you make to earn the business income. So you should be using some accounting softwares. If you're not, then use the Excel sheet, and just be careful that you need to have these records maintained as per CRA guidelines for 7 years. Also, you should be careful about maintaining the records and having a separate bank account for your personal and your business to track separately, so that when CRA asks for the details, you have readily available. And once you mix personal and business, it gets really convoluted, and CRA doesn't like it, and that might result in disallowing some costs. So when you're self-employed, a couple of deadlines that you need to be careful about. The first is June 15th of next year. So to file your personal taxes as a self-employed, you have a time until June 15th of 2025 to file for your 2024 December year end. And also, you need to be careful about tax payment deadline. Even though you have a time until June 15th to file your tax return, however, any taxes that you might owe, you need to be paid by April 30th of 2025. Let's talk about, in addition to the writing of all the expenses we talked about, what else can you do to optimize your taxes for 2024? You can contribute in RSPs, which is deadline is February 28th. You can even take advantage of charitable donation, and you can also take care of your TFSA, where you should be, contributing and taking maximum advantage of that $7,000 from availability, so that any growth that happens in that account, it goes tax free. And until it started, and in addition to, if you hire someone, subcontractor or anybody under yourself as an employee, then you can also deduct that cost as well. And if you are registered for GST, then you can also file a separate GST return and claim input tax credit on all the expenses, the GST and HST that you paid out as a self-employed. You can claim against that as well. So let's summarize about having been self-employed in Canada. So when you're self-employed, yeah, it could be very, expensive when you have to pay twice the CPP when you're as an employee or as an employer. But you have an opportunity to deduct lots of expenses like your salaries, your home office, your vehicle, your meals and entertainment, your advertisement, your professional development, professional fees, many more. So there's so many opportunity, and even to contribution of RSPs and taking advantage of TFSA, RSPs, all those things are also available. And the timing that you need to be cognizant about is your June 15th is your filing deadline, and April 30th is your tax payment deadline. Tax filing for self-employment can be a little stressful, but don't worry, we are here for you. So any deduction that you're not sure of, or any tax tip that to optimize, we're always there for you. So please, reach out and just consult with us. And if you need any help filing your taxes as a self-employed, we can guide you for every step of the way.